Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Rena here. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new, hi, welcome. My name is Tarina. I make faith-based content, lifestyle content, and transformational videos because I am on a weight loss journey, and this is a weight loss surgery based video. These are my pros and cons of having weight loss surgery. I bet you didn't think that it was cons. I bet you thought they was real little, but let me tell you the truth. It was a lot easier coming up with the cons than it was coming up with the pros, okay? So if you want to know the pros and cons of weight loss surgery, keep watching. So there are cons to weight loss surgery. So I'm going to put this out there. And if you like me, when I was getting ready for weight loss surgery, I did not watch these videos because I was like, I don't need that negativity. I have enough negative thoughts in my mind. I don't need nobody's input, output, exput. I don't need none of that oxput. I don't need none of it. I got enough scary thoughts in my mind. It's hard enough to push through to get the surgery. I will let you know now and put your mind at ease. Do the pros drastically outweigh the cons? Yes. Would I still recommend weight loss surgery? Yes. Yes. So calm down. I'm just trying to get you ready, trying to tell you the things that somebody probably tried to tell me, but I didn't want to hear. So let's jump into cons first. Let's get this, let's rip the Band-Aid off, and then let's go into pros. All right, let's get into it. Cons. Number one con is a food limit. Now listen, I know you're telling me,
but that's the problem. I'm really looking forward to the restriction. I want to feel my restriction. That's going to be the thing that helps me lose the weight. I want to lose it. I want to feel the restriction.
Shut up. You don't get to say nothing to me about the food restriction being a negative until you got a plate in front of you and you can't eat it. You don't get to tell me it's a pro until the plate is right there. That low vibrational plate is in your face and you can't get past the chicken. I know it's the goal. I know that's why we're here. I know that's what we want. But there are more times than not where I look at the food restriction and I'm like, I just want to eat. I just want to eat. Especially when you have those moments where you're not focused on your weight loss surgery and you just don't eat throughout the day, because sometimes I just don't get hungry. And you decide to wait until you're starving and you're like, I don't feel good. Maybe I should eat. And then you can only eat a little bit and your body's like, that was cute, but I'm still starving. And you're like, but that's all I can do. I don't got nothing else in me. There's no room for nothing else. It's so frustrating. Thank you, Lord, for it. But dang, right? Okay, so that's con number one. Con number two is hair loss. To me, my hair was very precious to me, not in a superficial way. One, in a superficial way, but also not in a superficial way, because my hair is one of the things that I have in common with my grandmother, who you guys know have passed on, and that was my baby. I don't physically look like my grandmother. I kind of do now that I've lost weight, but I've never like physically looked like my grandmother, but I've always carried her characteristics within me. And the only thing that we've ever had in common was that it's like, oh, you got all that hair like Lois. So when she passed, I was really afraid of losing my hair, because to me, in a superficial way, it was the only thing that I had physically still left of my grandmother here with me. And when I would comb my hair and see like a bunch of hair in the brush, I was like, oh Lord, like it's happening. A lot of women have, you know, just cut their hair off and started over. And I was really afraid of that happening. Never really fully lost it, but I did have those moments where it was really like, I started to see clumps coming out and I was just like, well, it's happening. And even though I didn't have it as severely as some women, I'm grateful for it, and I'm sorry if that's what you've experienced. It's just scary seeing your hair just come out in globs. It's scary. Con number three is stalling. Yes, before surgery, they try to prepare you as well as possible for stalls. They try to tell you, you know, it's just your body getting adjusted. It's gonna take some time. You're gonna lose this overall. Just stay patient, stay on the plan, keep doing what you need to do. They try to prepare you as best as possible, but when you're in it, even though you know the truth, when you are in it, and sorry for all that noise, the turtle is just, Tommy's doing the most right now. But when you're in it, every time you stop losing weight, you're like, this is it. Mind you, I had a stall at 3 weeks and I was like, well, that's it. I'm not losing any more weight. This is it. The surgery was only used for those 25 pounds that I lost in those 3 weeks. It's really hard to get yourself out of that mindset, especially when you have those bursts of just weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. The moment it stopped, you're like, oh my God, it's a freaking panic. You're like, this is it. I failed. It's over. And it's really difficult to get out of that mindset. I'm in a stall now. Well, technically not. I've lost 5 pounds. But in the past 4 months, I've lost 5 pounds. It would be really easy to get in my head and be like, well, it's over. I've lost it. And sometimes I have those moments. But I'm like, you got the Sadie. That's why you got the Sadie. You're going to lose weight for 1.5 years. My goal is to get all the way down to 250. So that would be 32 pounds to go. I can do it. Okay. Con number 4. Now, I don't think this is for the VSG folks. This is primarily for the Sadie folks and probably for the bypass folks. It has to be the people that have some type of duodenal switch folks. It's for the folks that have had some sort of like rerouting of their intestines. The gas is really bad. I said it in a video jokingly, but I'm so serious. I really think that my gas is one of my limitations to why I won't be getting married soon. And I'm not even gonna put that even on myself. I might get married soon. I don't know that. But it's gonna be something that my husband and my significant other is gonna have to overcome, because it's something that my family now has to overcome. It smells like death. It's really bad. It's really bad. Like, you think like, oh yeah, all gas stinks. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's really bad. It's really bad. And number 5, going along with that, is the thing that comes after gas. It's when you use the restroom. Like I said, I don't think that this is for VSG. This is for like the intestinal rearranging. I literally don't like doing sleepovers. Like, I don't like to sleep at my friend's house. She was in town and had an Airbnb and I could have stayed with her, and I was like, I'm okay. I don't want to go because I am so afraid of when I have to go to the bathroom. It's so embarrassing. It's just like, what, death is coming out of me. Death is coming out of me. And for the people that have had the Sadie, I told y'all I had an accident. I thought I was passing gas, and that's not what happened. That's not what happened. It's a dangerous situation. I was afraid, getting used to going to work. I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom and I'm gonna blow up the whole building with, not blow up, not like that. But I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and it's just gonna be embarrassing, and then the whole hallway is gonna smell. And now, like I went through so much, like trying to adjust. Like, I've never had to consider poop as much as I've had to consider it right now. And it's embarrassing and it can be exhausting. Okay. Number 6 is that you are smaller, which sounds like a plus, but it's also like, in the society we live in, it feels like a con sometimes, because I've always been plus size in a bigger way. Like, I'm still plus size, but I've always been bigger. So I've never worried about like someone like trying to kidnap me or traffic me. Those have never been fears of mine, because I was like, I wish a nigga would. Like, I'm bigger than you. Pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do? That's never been anything I've ever had to really put in my mind. Some normal safety like hazards of being like, oh, I'm not going to be out at night because I'm scared someone might shoot me, because, you know, that's life of living in the hood. We left that behind. You know what I'm saying? We're going to leave that thinking behind. But being like, oh, I don't want to get shot, I don't want to get robbed, those have been my fears. But I've actually been afraid of like someone like can actually overpower me. And I've never had to consider that before. And it's a different thing to have to consider. It's a different possibility of fear that I've never experienced. Would I trade being bigger to feel more secure? No, there's a lot of ways that I can protect myself, but it's just something I have to be aware of now that I've never considered before. 7, loose skin. Loose skin. I didn't expect to get loose skin in some of the places that I had loose skin. Like, the skin is just, I would much rather be my size now with extra skin than be where I was and have all of the skin fit out. but it is a con. I do plan on having surgery and getting all of this removed. The rashes are painful. I've received a lot of tips. Thank you guys so much for all of your tips on things I can do to help the rashes. I haven't done them, but I will. The skin, it can get in the way. I don't like the way that my stomach hangs sometimes, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm grateful for this surgery and I wouldn't have it any other way. Number 8 is having to go through all of your clothes. Now, I know, I feel like all of this sounds superficial because now I'm able to speak on it from being out of it. Like, I feel like I'm so disconnected from being at my heaviest weight that you're probably hearing these things and being like, Trina, shut the hell up. You're probably really thinking that. But I promise you, please consider these things because it becomes bigger than you realize it would be. That's why I said I wasn't listening to the cons. I wasn't trying to hear that because I was like, baby, but I'm 400 pounds. So F your cons. But please hear me and know that I'm coming from where you are, and I didn't realize that these things would bother me as much as they actually did. The not having clothes, I would literally get depressed because I wouldn't have clothes that looked good on me. I wouldn't have clothes that fit me well. And I know the answer would be like, oh, well, just buy some more. And it's like, I was moving, I was saving money for that. I didn't have extra funds to expend that way. I would literally not want to go places because of how I looked in clothes. I looked better in them when I was bigger. And wearing them now, it made me look and feel bigger than I was when I was bigger wearing them in the first place. And I know that sounds weird, but it makes sense. And it's a real depression that goes into it when you're like letting go of these clothes and trying to figure out what works. Even now, I'm just now going through through the stretch where I'm realizing, no, you are at like a 2X, 1X sometimes. Because a lot of times I've been like, no, I'm 3X, 2X. Con number 9, is vitamins. When you're in the beginning of this stage, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get my vitamins, it's gonna be nothing. Of course, vitamins, I don't care. I'm just gonna use the money that I would use on fast food and just buy vitamins, period. Vitamins are expensive. And then those two, especially the bariatric advantage and all of those ones that they want you to take, it's like, baby, why am I doing this every month? Why? It can feel bad when you don't take them and then you're really dependent on those vitamins because now you're like, I feel like crap. I don't have the vitamins. What's going on? And then you have to get all those vitamins in your system and then having to remember to take those vitamins out all the time. And then socially, sometimes it's times where I'm like, I gotta take this big old thing of vitamins with me every day. And I don't want people asking me, why are you taking these pills? I don't want to look sickly. I don't want to look like I'm feeling weird or feeling ill. You got to set these reminders to take these vitamins, and it becomes an inconvenience. It becomes an inconvenience. You're like, yeah, champagne problems. Trust me. Finding vitamins that work for you. Finding vitamins that are affordable. Finding vitamins and implementing ways to remember to take the vitamins. It's a thing, okay? Just keep it in mind that it's a thing. It's a thing you overcome, but it is a thing. Number 10, chances are you may become embarrassed about who you were. And that's not good because you don't want to look down on who you were, the body you were in, because all that body has ever done was serve you and take on whatever you put in it. But it's like a weird shame that can come after surgery to where you're really embarrassed of who you used to be. And that's something that I'm struggling with now. Just really looking like, you really did that. Like, you really was that big. Like, because with body dysmorphia, people think that it works in a way of where you just like, oh, I'm smaller, but I feel like I'm bigger. But no, when you are smaller and you look at your bigger pictures and you see how big you were, you like, I never realized that's how I looked. There were times where I felt like I looked then like I look now. It's not something I expected to feel. Not a thought that I ever thought would cross my mind. I thought I would be like, yeah, look at that before and afters. Yes, I did that. I'm bomb, I'm popping. Yeah, I did that. But a lot of times I don't even want to post the before and afters because I'm looking at the before like, Tarina, what are you doing? And please, I've heard somebody said this before when I was still bigger, and I took it to heart. and I was offended, and I was like, dang, so what you saying about me? And it isn't a me thing. It's so just like this isn't a you thing. This is a me thing. Her situation was a her thing. I'm not saying anything about who you are and what you're doing. That's why I said be grateful for you and that body that has served you. But as for me, it's rough to look at those pictures. So yeah, those are my cons. Let's get into the pros. Number 1, easy peasy, weight loss. You look bomb as hell. You feel bomb as hell. You look bad. I'm moving forward. But number 1, you lose weight. Drastic weight. The weight you've been trying to lose for years weight. That 100 pounds weight, 70 pounds weight. You drop it and it goes and you're grateful. I know people be like, oh, weight loss surgery isn't the easy way out. It's not, but it's a doable way out. And sometimes, if I'm not lying, it is a little easier. It takes a lot of work, but it's still a little easier. I ain't gonna hold you. 2, gained confidence. Feel like I'm feeling like a man when I walk through. Hey, yeah, I be feeling good. You feel good. You feel sexy. You feel like you own your body. One of the weird things with having a weight loss surgery page is people be thinking like when you're confident about yourself, there's some people that are not confident in themselves and they will try to make you feel uncomfortable in your body about things that they're uncomfortable with in their bodies. And that ain't my business, that ain't my problem, boo-boo. I'm confident over here. Keep it that way. And that is definitely a pro, but it could kind of lean towards a con when you're embodying a confidence that other people around you don't understand and don't have. But yeah, you're really confident. It boosts your confidence. It boosts your self-esteem. That self-esteem can affect your friendships. It can affect your circle. It hasn't affected my friendships, but it can, because I don't really have that many friends. I don't keep friends around me like that. Got a good 2, and then 1. But yeah, and like it affects my social media. You know, people try to project their insecurities on you. But yeah, it's still a pro. Confidence. Bow. Number 3 is it's easy to move. You feel good in your body. You walk faster. You move quicker. You sit in these weird positions that are just comfortable for whatever reason. You're stretching your body even easier. It used to hurt my back to clean my house, to vacuum the floors. But no, I clean this whole house like it's nothing. Number 5 is the world feels like it's more for you. You don't realize how much you don't feel like you fit in until you fit in. I'm talking chairs on the airplane. I'm talking like the world around you, being able to wear, like I'm jumping ahead, but you don't realize how much you don't feel like you fit in this world, literally, until you fit into the world. And you're like, is this how y'all been feeling this whole time? Is this, I like it here. I don't know how to explain it, but in the things that I mentioned coming up, maybe you'll get a better understanding. Speaking of that, shopping options. Now listen, I could have been shopping at H&M. I didn't realize how skewed H&M's clothing size are. This is a medium, and I've been able to fit this for a while. So I know for a fact I would have been able to fit the H&M XXs a long time ago. But you have way more shopping options. I could shop at Zara. I could shop at H&M. I could shop comfortably at Forever 21. But who want to shop there? I'm old as hell now. I can shop at a lot more websites and have way more options. I shop in the straight sizes at Target now. I'm still a 2X, but I have way more options available. When you look at Target's Ava and Viv line, I'm able to look at that from the lens of having more options now. When I was looking at that, I used to be like, oh, okay, I can see how I could wear that. But now I'm looking at the pictures they send me to advertise their clothing. I'm like, do they see their clothes before they advertise it to me? Like, you know, I'm not wearing this because it's cute. I'm wearing it because it fits. But they sending it like it's cute. And baby, thank you, Lord. Avenue had me dressing like an old woman since I was 12. Oh, no more Lane Bryant. Bye. No Ashley Stewart. Are they even in the service? Bye. Don't matter. Bye. More clothing options. Okay. 6, you get to find your style. This ties into that one. I don't have to wear weird patterns anymore. I'm actually wearing just a cute bra and a jean jacket. I've actually worn this outfit for 3 videos. But you didn't know that till now. You're able to find your style. I really love, they have plus size options on like Pretty Little Thing. and like H&M, where you're able to wear plus size clothing, that I wasn't aware of these things before, and even Fashion Nova, where you're able to find clothes that are based on your aesthetic. But I've been so used, I was so plus size that I was like, I gotta wear what I got. I gotta wear what I could fit. And that was big covering up clothes. That was big, long, flowy, ugly dresses. It was just what I could wear. And now I'm able to get more into what my style is. And I'm able to discover myself in a different way because of that. 7, showers are so much easier. Oh my God. I remember going on vacation to Jamaica, and I was at my heaviest in Jamaica. And we had a stand-in shower, and I didn't have anything I could prop my leg up to, you know, really scrub down in there. And it was really difficult. I felt like I wasn't able to get as clean as I wanted to, because I was like, I had to clean standing up, and it was so hard. It was so hard. Oh my God. And then even trying to do that trick where you whip the washcloth under and you just kind of saw it down in there. I clean myself so easy. I could clean the front from the back. Still celibate, but hey, I'm sure that'll come in handy when I got around. I can do something. I can reach. So I can do something, right? But yeah, it's really just easier to move my body. Even with getting my body clean, I'm able to take quicker showers. I know that sounds like a weird pro, but it's a truthful pro. We clean ourselves all the time as plus size women, and it's a lot easier to do that once I lost weight. Chairs. Sounds like a weird pro, but you don't realize how much of an issue this is until the issue's fixed. But actually, you probably do. Booths at restaurants, I would be like, oh Lord, please let me fit in this booth. Please let it be comfortable in this booth. But the high sitting chairs, I was like, girl, why are we even considering that? That ain't even an option, baby. Do you see me and do you see that? Who's supposed to sit in that? Me? I don't think so. Like, work chairs, I've had to order larger chairs. I've wanted to make sure I got bigger cars so that I could fit more comfortably in my car. Airplanes, going in with the automatically. I'm walking on the plane. Can I have an extension? I ain't even gonna try it. Losing weight, I literally fit into all of the work chairs. I've not had to request a larger work chair. I sit in it comfortably, and I didn't even realize that it was a thing until I was like, I'm really in this chair. Airplane, I don't need an extender anymore. That was a 1 scale victory I couldn't wait to have. Sitting in my car is just so much more comfortable. Like, it has like grooves in it that I wasn't aware of. I sit in the booths at restaurants. I sit in the high chairs at the bars. It's just more comfortable sitting places. This is what I meant. Like, you fit more, you fit more into the world, right? Number 9 is you're able to experience like pretty privilege. Like, I'm not going to act like it's something that doesn't exist. I've always been able to tap into pretty privilege because no matter my weight, I was still light-skinned with curly hair. I didn't create pretty privilege or colorist privilege, but I am able to acknowledge that I was able to be privileged by it. Now I've been able to tap into another level of pretty privilege because I'm smaller. I'm thick. I don't think I'm thick yet. I'm still fat, but I could, in certain outfits, your girl's giving thick, you know, and the heads turn quicker. The doors open faster, you know. I appreciate the attention. But what did Ari say? Why you ain't mess with me when I wasn't this fly? Yes, that. Yeah, I don't expect, I get that, you know, physical appearance is a thing that men lean on. So I'm aware that I would get more attention smaller than I did bigger. But it's also like, screw you. Get out of my DMs. You wasn't checking for me before. But it's also like, hi new niggas, you know, so you're able to tap into the pretty privilege of it all. Does it suck that it exists? Yes. But I'm in that thing. I was hating from outside the club and now I'm in. You can take that how you want to. My upstairs neighbor is turned. One time I heard her, my son woke up and was like, what is that? I was like, she's dancing. apartment life. But anyways, we're gonna tap into the fact that you get to tap into pretty privilege. Does it suck that as plus size women we're outside of certain conversations? Does it suck that people think that we only get trash men? First off, let's tap in on that. Baby, I done seen skinny women get played their whole life. Being plus size ain't got nothing to do with that. But you're open to a new possibility of treatment, and it's weird. Does it suck? Yes, but does it feel good to receive that privilege? Let's be honest. It does. Last is your comorbidities. I'm doing this because I'm tired. I've been talking for a while. Number 10, pro number 10 is that you tap out of your comorbidities. I did not have diabetes. I did not have high blood sugar. Is that diabetes? Is I'm American? Did y'all see that when she was like, is I'm American? When JT said that?
I never slept with like nobody other than like American.
Me neither.
Is I'm American?
Anyways, I didn't have those comorbidities, but I did have high blood pressure. I was never on medication for high blood pressure, but I've been at risk of getting medication for my high blood pressure. And I actually went to go get my blood pressure taken, and it was like really low. And I was like, I ain't never had nothing like that before.
I ain't never had that ever happen to me.
Treated it like that. And it's a real big blessing because I don't know what that will play out like in the future in my pregnancies. Because I did have preeclampsia and hypertension with my pregnancies and HELLP syndrome with my pregnancies. So I don't know if that will affect it and make me have a smoother pregnancy. I'm not sure, but I'm grateful that I don't have to be on blood pressure medication. So those are my 10 cons, 10 pros. I'm sorry this took so long. Maybe I should have did 5 and 5. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment what's your favorite pro and what's your biggest con that you're most like, about. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.